Good evening, esports fans, and thank you for tuning in to today's Varsity Rocket League match between the Poplar Bluff Mules and your very own Waynesville Tigers. I'm Coach Brandon, and I am joined by one of our varsity players, Noah. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Noah.
Sup, everybody? I am Noah, aka Sergeant Sandwich, and I do not know about you, but I am excited to get this match underway.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a fun one this afternoon. On the roster for the Tigers is Junior Mason, aka Rowdy Gaming 18, and esports newcomer, freshman Austin, aka Smudge 217.
This is actually the second time we have met the Mules this year, playing them last week for our second preseason match where we took the series 3-0. So we are hoping to have a repeat of it this afternoon. But I'm sure Poplar Bluff has taken the time to reflect, so we have to be ready for anything.
Yeah, Poplar Bluff. Bluff. In general, I believe is pretty new to the esports scene in general.
Yeah, I don't remember fighting them any of the 2 years prior. So
yeah, but as of right now, it looks like we're just waiting on both teams to get into the match. It looks like
we're ready to go.
All right, and this is going to be the first game. This says game 1 of 3.
50 for our team.
Is it supposed to be a game of 3 or a game of 5?
It is a best of 5. First person to 3 points wins.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so...
And also, crazy shot by Rowdy.
That's a quick score by Junior Mason, team captain.
Perfect flick. Holy cow.
All right, that is awesome. That is a great way for us to start the match.
Yeah. Things are looking good so far. Let's see if they can keep it going.
All right, Rowdy and LMM.
LMN takes possession of the ball. Going for an aerial.
It's just LMM.
Oh, LMN. I keep on saying LMN.
Good block there by Smudge as he takes down the
and almost goes in.
Ooh.
That's right off the net. And LMN it takes back. Goes for an aerial. Hits it right towards center. And Rowdy takes it.
All right, so we've got pretty good control here today from Rowdy Gaming. We had a match yesterday against known threat Lindbergh. Where they took us in 3. So the Tigers are hoping to get back some of their morale with this game here.
Yeah, and yet again, a crazy score by Rowdy.
All right, so
perfect.
Poplar Bluff has got to do something to take on the Tigers' defense, and as of right now, it's looking like we might be taking this one, but it's still 4 minutes.
Yeah, and there's at least 2 more games after this, so that's something else to keep in mind.
Yes. Smudge
passed it to LMM. Not perfect, but hey, it was probably just for a passing play. All right. LMM takes possession of the ball, dribbles it around. Rowdy goes for it and hits it.
That's a good touch by Rowdy.
Perfectly to Smudge. Smudge can't keep it though. Pass it back to Rowdy. Okay, that's okay.
All right. At this point right now, it seems like your Tigers have been able to just totally take control, but that is a good shot.
Yeah, LMM getting it right in there.
All right, Poplar Bluff telling the Tigers, hey, we are not these pushovers. More than willing to take an easy shot if they get a chance.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Smudge and DK. Yeah.
Is that who it is? I guess I should really look at the roster ahead of time.
Yeah. Point is, we got Smudge going on, currently holding possession of the ball, hits it towards the net, misses, unfortunately. But Rowdy's there to take the ball. Hits it right towards the net. If they can't hit that, they saved it. Congratulations.
All right. Oh, but...
And Smudge manages to slightly knock it in there.
We're seeing some good teamwork here today from the Tigers, which is a nice change of pace from what we saw yesterday during our scrimmage that we had.
Yeah.
Hopefully they were able to talk it out and figure out how to communicate a little better here. It seems like having a tough match yesterday is paying off as the Tigers are now up 3-1 in this first match of 5.
Unfortunately, LMM misses that shot. Probably could have made it in, though we had Rowdy in the back.
All right, Rowdy
goes for an aerial. Probably an attempt to get into the net. And LMM manages to save the ball.
All right.
Smudge passes it towards the middle, but LMM takes it back out. Okay.
All right, Rowdy
goes for an aerial. Manages to pass it through and pinches right towards the net.
Can Smudge do something with it? It doesn't look like it.
No, unfortunately not. Rowdy goes for it.
Right? And he's up.
Attempt musty flick. Didn't work out, unfortunately.
LMM putting up some pretty good defense here for the Poplar Bluff side.
Yeah. It's quite crazy. They're definitely doing a lot better than they did on the last one, so they definitely had time. They definitely realized they had to change a couple things up. And it's paying off, truly is.
All right, so as the teams are going back and forth here, do you want to quickly explain the ranking system that we can expect from Rocket League, Noah?
Yeah. So. They're right.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah. So pretty much, are we talking about the normal game ranks, like gold, plat, all them?
Yeah. So yeah. First, tell our audience what ranks our two team members are.
All right. So currently, Smudge is a plat and Rowdy is a champ.
Okay. I believe. What does that mean exactly?
So the rankings are pretty much as followed: bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, champion, then grand champion, then SSL, which is the best of the best. And pretty much each of these ranks are judged based off of your normal skill set, as most ranks tend to be. And pretty much for each of these ranks, bronze is mostly focused on hitting the ball, silver more of a getting more technical with it. Gold is whenever you start to learn how to aerial. Plat is whenever you're perfecting it. Diamond is whenever you start performing things like what Rowdy's doing right here. And champion is whenever you go crazy with one of those types of shots that go in right off the net. So congratulations, Rowdy.
Rowdy's showing off why he's team captain here. He's got a lot of experience in the game. This is his third year as part of the Tiger Esports team, and the experience is really paying off for him.
100%.
All right, so getting back to the game, we've got a minute left here. It's not impossible for Poplar Bluff to come back from here, but it is a little dodgy. It looks like the Tigers are probably going to take this first one.
Ooh, crazy 50. That goes in.
Oh, it goes in.
Anyway. Another one for Rowdy.
Rowdy is just tearing up the field right now.
If I know him, he's just trying to make up for what happened last time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. All right, so the Tigers are up 6-1 in this first game. We're showing that we are a team to be feared.
Close one by Smudge. Not quite.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. The past couple years, the Rocket League team we've always been right down the middle.
Yeah, we've always been pretty neutral, all things considered.
Our average is always almost right around the 50%.
Crazy score by Rowdy yet again.
It is just insane how much control Rowdy has over this game right now.
Yeah, that's really going all out there.
All right, 30 seconds remaining. And then we go to our game break.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Rowdy
going for another one right here.
Oh my gosh,
just
so close, so close. Passed it right to Smudge, though, who manages to bring it back. Accidental bump, that kind of sucks, but hey, what are you going to do? Pass it to Smudge, and who almost gets it in, but Rowdy follows up and scores it.
Perfect setup. It may have been a missed goal, but perfect setup for Rowdy to go ahead and knock it in. The teamwork between these two is pretty immaculate right now.
Truly is showing off today.
It's exactly what you want to see from these 2v2s. So in the past, this is brand new for MOSEF, which is Missouri Scholastic Esports Federation, which is who sets up all these matches. Another goal by
Smudge. Yeah, there we go.
But the Missouri Scholastic Esports Federation, in the past, we've always done Rocket League 3v3s in the fall. This year, we're trying out 2v2s in the fall and 3v3s in the spring. That way to give those soccer players, which in theory, there's a lot of overlap between soccer players and Rocket League players.
Makes sense.
A chance to
close one.
Almost another shot here.
Still in, though.
All right, if you notice, the time is up, but the game does not end until the ball touches the floor. And there it did, and Waynesville will take this first match 1-0. But what I'm trying to say, it's a new format for the Rocket League season this time around. That's why we get the 2-on-2s, which I assume I am not a Rocket League player.
Yeah.
But no, I assume this is just a totally different way of thinking about playing the game.
It's
right?
awfully similar to
well.
It's barely different, but it's different enough to where you have to change your gameplay.
Sure.
So now instead of having someone to block this is gonna be fun.
So instead of having somebody on defense the entire time,
you actually have to transition all the time.
Sure.
So pretty much in our 3v3s, you always have this one person going for the ball, a second person to follow them up in case something needs to be played or if they make a mistake, and the third player, who's normally a goalie in that situation, would just make sure that nothing bad happens out of that. And pretty much you don't get that third person, so that second person has to pick up the pace and be the goalie and the defender and also make plays. So it's a really, really difficult way to play, but...
And are these positions, like for actual soccer, if you're a defender, then your whole goal is to just defend. Is in Rocket League, are those positions a little more fluid?
They are, because you're always going to be around you're going to be around the field the whole time. So you're going to have to be able to swap every so often.
Sure.
And the problem is, if you keep on whenever you're trying to hit the ball, you're going to end up taking possession of the ball because you're closer to it. If you're second and hit the ball, you're automatically first, if that makes any sense.
Gotcha. All right, and it looks like is the stream still going? It looks as if we had some technical difficulties setting up the match as a best of 3 instead of the best of 5. So our teams are trying to get that figured out real quick.
Yeah.
Because they are meant to be best of 5s. So the first of three matches wins. So are we just going to be restarting the whole series here?
Unlikely, because it doesn't really change.
Well, let's hear from Coach Lambert real quick. Coach Lambert, are you there? Oh, okay. We're not talking right now. Okay, are we restarting the whole series? Okay. Okay. All right, so we're back. Had some technical difficulties there. We had to restart the lobby, actually set it up at the best of 5.
Smudge gets demoed by LMM. And Rowdy demos LMM, okay.
All right. The Tigers are up 1 game to nothing right now, and we will play still best of 5. So, getting back into the action here, not a whole lot has happened, but it does look
quite, no.
The Tigers are able to keep it on Poplar Bluff's side, but now LMM
is really locking in here. Currently, looks like Smudge takes possession of the ball, passes it to LMM on accident.
Right. LMM not gonna capitalize. He was out of boosts.
Yeah, he really was.
So explain boosts to our audience.
Okay, so boost is what really gets your car rolling. You might notice on the bottom right of the screen that there's a thing with 100. If we're watching Rowdy right now, Notice how that number on the bottom keeps fluctuating.
Shot right there.
And there goes.
And it worked out for him. Awesome.
But there's little yellow dots around the field that are called boost pads. Pretty much those things help fuel your boost so you can perform things like aerials or go really fast. And in each of the corners and in the left and right of the center field, those are called full boost pads. And those pretty much just make sure that you get the full boost, pretty much. It's kind of self-explanatory.
All right.
But, yeah.
Rowdy going for another shot there, not quite good. LMM coming in, but both of our team members were back there ready to defend. And now Rowdy
goes for a quick pass.
Smudge.
Smudge.
Perfect setup, perfect shot. Rowdy and Smudge just playing off of each other super well this afternoon. And the Tigers are going to go up 2-0 in this second game. It just doesn't get much better than that.
No, it really doesn't. Teamwork. Not at all.
All right, we see LMM and Rowdy going for the ball. LMM, slight advantage there, but
not quite. They didn't have enough boost. You couldn't get to the ball in time.
That boost management is super key.
Yes.
We can see Rowdy going back in our field, and he's making sure that he's
LMM goes for an air dribble.
Completely boosted up so that he can come in and just do exactly this.
Yeah.
Dead kid back there trying his best to block, but he was just back a little too far, unable to get the block. That's just paint by numbers goal right there.
Mm-hmm. It truly doesn't get better than that.
All right. Going again.
Okay, this 50. Oh, there wasn't even a 50.
Oh, I almost wonder if something's going on the Poplar Bluff side.
It's unlikely. They might have went for a defending play.
Maybe. Oh, Rowdy.
But it didn't matter because Rowdy's there.
Maybe a little miscommunication. Who knows?
Maybe. It could be a mixture of many things. Rocket League doesn't seem too crazy, but sometimes it's kind of advanced.
Yeah, and I say this all the time. The basic concept of Rocket League is super easy to understand. Soccer with cars. I've tried playing this game before. I've played once or twice, and it is just well beyond me how to do anything. The skill ceiling on this game is just out of this world.
It truly is esport like type of game, because it is super easy to watch. You know what's going to happen. You can see it with your very own eyes.
Going for a shot, and he's going to make it.
And that's a perfect shot by Rowdy yet again.
Trying to get there, he's just too far away.
But yeah, like I was saying, the game itself, if you're playing it, it's a little difficult, but whenever you're watching it, it's super easy to understand because you know, oh, it's going to go into the goal. That's a point.
Yeah.
There's nothing really else to it. It's not like these cars are any different from each other.
That kid going for something.
Ooh, Rowdy hits it to the Waynesville's left boost pad.
I'm a little surprised that Dead Kid didn't get demoed right there.
No,
Rowdy Gaming had a wide open
goal.
Yet
again, open goal.
And this is what happens whenever both team members are down on one side and trying to attack at the same time. And if you mess up your play, then your goal is just wide open. And that's what happened right here. And Rowdy was able to take full...
And DK did not have any boost to be able to actually get into the ball, while Mason did, Rowdy.
Yeah, and that just shows a difference in game knowledge here.
Yeah, it really does show that there's a little bit of a skill difference, but ultimately it could still lead to a pretty interesting match.
Oh, for sure. Poplar Bluff is far from out of it.
Yeah, no way.
As of right now, the Tigers have a pretty commanding lead, but you never know what's going to happen in Game 3 or Game 4 or even Game 5.
Yeah.
You never know.
Truly is that the
right
chance.
Now, somebody going for another shot. Ooh. Dead Kid there to block it this time.
Off. Yeah. There we go.
LMM.
Oh, almost. Oh, it's right off the top net.
Dead Kid had been there to just knock it in. It would have been great.
Yeah, but unfortunately they were not.
Getting some defense here.
Oh, okay.
All right, LMM taking control of the ball, but Spud coming out of nowhere.
And Rowdy puts it in. Okay. Man. An accidental own goal.
Yeah, Rowdy missed the shot, but LMM was lined up in just the perfect way to accidentally knock it in his own goal. You hate to see it, but the Tigers will take any goals that we get.
I mean, that's one way to say it.
We will happily take it.
Smudge hits it right off.
All right. Getting back, waiting to see what LMM's going to do.
Rowdy takes possession. Demos and scores it. Holy cow.
Rowdy is just on fire today.
Yeah.
Love to see it if you are a Tiger Esports fan. Beautiful demo.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
So for those of you that caught that there, if you hit it, explain demos for us, Noah.
So every so often you might have seen Rowdy's, for example, under his back tires there was a little bit of a rainbow behind it. That is called I believe it's called a power supersonic. That's it, supersonic. And with supersonic, you're at the maximum speed. And with that supersonic at maximum speed, you're able to demo the opposing team.
Which means what?
Which means you knock them out for, let's say, maybe 3 seconds, and they have to spawn at where either the left or the right side of their net.
Right.
And
so in other words,
random.
They're out of the game for a couple seconds.
Yes.
And so it becomes a 2v1.
Yeah. It's not really enough most of the time, but sometimes it can really make the difference.
And Smudge coming in, getting set up by Rowdy.
Yeah. Another passing play.
Love to see it. We've got 25 seconds in this round 2. Tigers are probably going to take this one.
Maybe double digits.
You don't see double digits all that often.
No, not really.
But this just goes to show what a great player Rowdy is, and Smudge is definitely
really
in
good.
There. He's getting in there. He's helping. He's making passes, giving passes. The teamwork for these two has just been astounding.
Yeah.
Match. We got 15 seconds left on the clock.
Possession of the ball. Does not go for an aerial, surprisingly.
Now he Rowdy, I would just try to keep, but hey, more points
is more points.
Yeah, and it's giving us more experience for how we might want to set up our shots.
Yeah. In the future.
But Poplar Bluff is just out of this game in particular.
And if anything, this is also teaching Poplar Bluff how to be able to defend these shots against future opponents.
Well, that's the hope. LMM going for a shot. But Rowdy's right there to block it.
And that's the end of that one.
All right. And so despite what your screen says, Waynesville up 2-0 because we had some technical difficulties there at the beginning. So we are up 2-0 in this best of 5 competition. So if the Tigers are able to take our next match, then that is going to be it for today's competition.
Yep. But whatever happens. They can still bring it back.
Yeah, Poplar Bluff is not out of this in any shape or fashion.
Looks like they are about to go. Yep, okay. So, Smudge almost hits it right into the net, but LMM's able to take possession of the ball. Rowdy steals it, hits it right towards the middle of the net. Perfect. Pass right to Smudge.
Smudge not quite there on time.
Unfortunately not, no.
LMM taking control here, hitting it right to Rowdy. Man, that would have been a good goal.
It would have really been. But unfortunately,
taking possession here. He's making
perfect dribble. Fortunately,
Dead Kid
able to take it off. Yeah.
Smudge with the ball now as he goes up. LMM is going to be there to block it, but
Smudge heads right into it. He hit the ball.
Gosh, just missed it.
He hit the ball on accident one too many times and it went right past it. That's so unfortunate.
Smudge has got the ball. He got that good full boost there. Another block here by Dead Kid this time.
Pinch right towards the middle.
Poplar Bluff's defense is taking off.
Smudge hitting it right towards the net.
Very nearly.
That's a very interesting play. Very interesting play, to say the least.
Rowdy is there.
Perfect pass, and Smudge gets it in.
And that is just what we can expect from the Tigers today, apparently. Great pass by Rowdy right to Smudge, who is there, ready, and knocks it right into the goal.
Very, very close, though. Just a little bit higher, and that would have went flying off. But, hey, point's a point.
We take those for sure.
Ooh, hits right into...
Oh, my gosh.
That was
coming out of nowhere on that initial touch and just knocking it right into the goal.
It was a bad touch by Smudge, as in he didn't hit it at all, apparently.
Smudge just completely missed it. Rare whiff there by Smudge.
Very, very rare.
So we are tied 1-1. Dead
Ooh, it's right back in. Holy cow.
But this time, Rowdy Gaming is there.
Rowdy's there. He did another attack, but Smudge was able to defend it.
At that time, man, this is insane.
They were
popping off.
They're really trying to get in here.
Reminding the Tigers that they are here to play.
LMN knocks it off, but Rowdy's able to take possession of the ball. Maybe hit an aerial.
Right over to the kid.
LMN was there to save it.
Came out of nowhere to take that ball from Rowdy.
Rowdy takes possession of the ball yet again, back from LMN, and almost scores it in. Okay, interesting. Must be getting the jitters.
Maybe. We are out of boost now, so are we going to see Smudge coming up to try to take it?
Looks like it.
Right? There
Smudge passes and then it goes in. There we go. Those passing plays almost never fail between these two. Truly quite an amazing feat to be able to work off of each other so well.
Man. And then Dead Kid was almost there, but he was just a little too far inside the goal.
Perfect pass to Smudge yet again.
Smudge going up.
Possibly trying to hit it towards mid, and Rowdy almost gets it in.
Was a shot on goal, just barely missed.
Smudge managed to bring it towards Dead Kid.
Dead Kid going in for it.
Let's see.
But he gets the demo on.
That sucks. So yeah, there he is. I should also mention that whenever you're demoed, you pretty much lose all your boost. So if you had full, you're out.
Yeah, but the good thing is you do respawn pretty much right in front of your own goal, so that you can immediately go on defense.
But the worst part is that you don't get to pick. So if the ball's almost on, if the ball's on its way, it's just hit or miss if you're going to be able to get it in time or not.
And, all right, and there's Smudge going for a shot. LMM is there to stop it, though.
Yeah.
Rowdy taking control, full boost.
Yep. And that gets knocked off by Dead Kid, only to take possession of ball and get it in.
And that's an open net, and Rowdy.
There we go.
An awesome score by Rowdy, 3-1, 2 minutes remaining. Again, if the Tigers are able to take this match, then it is going to be the end of this competition between the Waynesville Tigers and the Poplar Bluff Mules.
Yep. So far, it's been really exciting. Probably for both teams, even.
Yeah.
Especially this, like, in the beginning of this round, that was truly amazing from Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, it can show just what your mental can do if you get one good point, even if some would consider it a lucky score. That one good point has given Poplar Bluff the confidence they need in order to up the defense, up the offense.
Very close.
Just
one,
like there,
to recover it.
All right, Rowdy going,
Rowdy gets
and
a
that is
free
an
shot.
open goal.
Yep.
And we are going to take those. All right, 1-4, minute and a half remaining.
Yep. What a perfect perfect dribble.
All right, explain what you mean by a dribble there.
So pretty much, whenever the ball is right next to your car or on top of it, which is super hard to do, might I mention, that's called a dribble. It pretty much means that you have almost complete control of the ball. The best someone can do to get it back from you is to run into it or just prepare for something that's called a flick. And that's whenever you're in a dribbling phase, but you're able to jump off and the ball goes flying, pretty much. And there's multiple ways to do it.
A little flippity-doo.
Yeah, that's called, I call it roll. And that's one way to do it. That's honestly the faster way, but the more precise way.
Another score there, just being able to take it away from LMN.
Really, really good. But the more precise way to go about it is just to jump. No rolling or anything, just jumping up. That lifts the ball, doesn't make it go flying. It's honestly the best way to go about it for games that don't really go max speed.
Oh my gosh,
yet another one.
Dead Kid. What happened here? I didn't even see what this.
Smudge doesn't reach the ball in time.
Almost the same exact way that they got a point last time.
Yeah.
Smudge just whiffing on the what is this called? The initial.
I think the initial touch is a good way to name it.
Okay. I didn't know. I'm sure there's an official name.
There is 100%, but initial touch gets the point across, if anything.
A better commentator than me would have looked that up beforehand, but alas, here we are.
Okay, well, look. I get it. Oh, really close.
Going for a shot there.
Really close.
There.
It's right off the.
All right, Rowdy's going for
another dribble. All right. Yeah, that one was just a free hit, so that way Smudge would be able to take the possession of the ball after the opposing team hits it. But that's another way to go about it, which I would never think he'd do. But hey.
All right, Rowdy getting the demo there against LMM, leaving it open to but not quite. Shot on goal, but just missed.
Yeah.
All right.
Ball head goes right towards center field.
Oh, LMM. Oh no!
We lost track. I think that's why I saw it. There we go.
Right. So 5.
Counting down.
4, 3, 2, 1. And that's a
flick of the ground. That's it.
All right, that is going to be the game, everyone. We want to thank you all for tuning in to today's match. All coaches and players really appreciate all of our supporters. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any exciting future matchups, like next week's Rocket League match against Fox Senior High. But until then, this has been Coach Brand
and Sergeant Sandwich.
Thank you all so much for watching.